Hello guys and welcome back to the reaction zone. In today's lesson we're going to look at another type of intermolecular force. Specifically, we're going to look at metallic bonding. Metallic bonding is a type of bonding that occurs between metal atoms in a solid. And what happens in metallic bonding is that first of all, the metal atoms will lose some of their valence electrons. And when they do, they become ions. Specifically, they become cations. After this, these electrons that are lost by these metal atoms become delocalized and they form what is called a sea of electrons. They form a sea of electrons. And then the cations, that is the metal ions, become arranged in a lattice. And afterwards, there will be attractions between the metal ions and these delocalized electrons that are moving between the metal ions. And it is this attraction between the metal ions and the localized electrons that result in metallic bonding. Now, how strong a metallic bond is going to be depends on several factors. First of all, it depends on the number of valence electrons that is contributed by the metal atoms. Then, it also depends on the charge on the metal ions as well as the size of the metal ions. Now, metallic bonding has several characteristics which we're going to look at very briefly. The first one is electrical conductivity. Now, metals are able to conduct electricity because they have mobile electrons. That is, electrons that are free to move about, which we also call delocalized electrons. So, the presence of delocalized electrons is responsible for the electrical conductivity of metals. Now, the second characteristic of metallic bonding of metals is that they exhibit thermal conductivity. Now, this is because the valence electrons, the localized electrons which metals have, are able to transfer heat. They're able to transfer heat energy quickly. Metals also exhibit malleability and ductility. Malleability simply refers to the ability of metals to be hammered into sheets. And ductility refers to the ability of metals to be drawn out into wires. Now, the reason why metals are malleable and ductile is as a result of the fact that the layers of metal ions, in this illustration we can see 3 layers. The layers of metal ions can slide over each other without breaking the bonds. They can slide over each other without breaking the bonds. And the reason why they can slide over each other without breaking the bonds is because of the sea of electrons that exist around the metal ions. And then, metals exhibit luster, which is the ability to shine. And that is because these delocalized electrons can actually absorb and re-emit light. So I want to believe that the basics of metallic bonding is clear. Thank you very much for watching and see you in the next one.